Jürgen. 2014, I launched with the help of Kickstarter the Hanger, a bike storage rack with a modern design. During my campaign, I got a ton of feedback and questions from you guys, and some of them I do remember like they were yesterday. Hey, check out our Kickstarter.
Awesome. How many bikes does it hold?
One bike?
That's it?
Really?
I have 6 bikes.
I have 8 bikes.
I have 5 bikes.
Fat bike,
Road bike,
Single speed.
mountain bike,
track bike.
cyclocross bike.
I need to fit more bikes on the wall.
I need to fit more bikes on the wall.
I need to fit more bikes on the wall.
Okay, back to the drawing board. You guys gave me a pretty long wish list during our first campaign. After eliminating the outliers, I needed to find the answer to the most important question: how to hang more bikes on the wall. The answer? Meet Dan. Why is Dan better for multiple bikes? Well, there are a couple of ways to hang bikes on walls. Front wheel hooks, they are hard to use and take up a lot of floor space by hanging bikes perpendicular to the wall. Horizontal brackets or shelves, they're easy to use but take up a lot of wall space, which can be limited to the amount of bikes on the wall. And then there's Dan. Dan has extra long legs, which positions the bikes in an angle that allows for staggered installation. This will give you extra wall space for more bikes without taking up any additional floor space. After numerous prototypes, I figured out the right size, angles, and gaps that fit all the bikes and pedals that I could find. The large wheel shelves are there to protect the wall from being scuffed and add extra support. Dan has been an absolute pleasure to hang out with. He has been displaying old classics for us and cleaned up the floor space all around the house. He is for sure a cyclist's best friend. I think it's important how we live, and the things we surround ourselves should bring us joy and happiness. Our manufacturer is ready to go, and the money from Kickstarter will be used for our first production run. And to be honest, I've been hanging out a long time with this little dude now. Maybe too much time, but he's pretty awesome.
Cut!
This is Klug. Klug is a wonderfully small and easy to install clip that gives your bike a hug and helps keep things tidy around your home. It's the same size and half the weight of a kiwi fruit. Its name sounds like a drain cleaner, but it isn't. And as you'll see from this demo, it's much easier to install than Windows 95. And it will turn virtually anywhere you can think of into somewhere your bike can live. We faced a problem here at Hurdler Studios every day. We'd come into work with our bikes, but we had no good place to store them when we got here. With problem in hand, we set out designing the details to get a shape that feels effortless to klug your bike into place. We've gone through a pile of iterations, tested to the point of breaking, and kept designing until we got everything just right. Klug currently fits standard road bike tires, but we have other variations on the drawing board. We're here on Kickstarter to help raise the funds we need to purchase the steel tooling and materials, which allows us to crank out Klug by the thousands. Because 3D printing is the future, we're bridging the gap between the campaign and delivery of the production version of Klug by offering the first 200 supporters a free 3D printed Klug as soon as we're successfully funded. With a pledge of $5 or more, you'll get the digital 3D files to print your very own Klug at home. We hope you like Klug as much as we have enjoyed designing it and getting it to this point. We want to thank you in advance for your support, and we look forward to getting a Klug into your hands as soon as possible. Thank you.
Our primary motive for designing SteadyRack was we wanted to find a solution for bike storage that was easy to use, saved lots of space, and anyone in the family could use the rack. We thought, why stop there? Let's actually add some other features and benefits to the rack that make it a total storage solution. One of the major problems with storing bikes is the amount of space conventional storage systems take up. Here's a good example. A conventional storage hook with a single bike on it and 3 SteadyRacks with 3 bikes on them, all in the same amount of wall space. We've mounted a conventional hook, and you can get a multitude of these types of hooks that are available on the market today, alongside our SteadyRacks, and we've spaced them equidistant. If I wanted to remove this bike with a conventional hook system, that would be impossible without taking every bike out of every rack. But because of the SteadyRack's unique patented swivel action, all I have to do is push the bike's adjacent slightly away from the one I want to remove, clear the handlebars, and then we just move it out of the rack. You've been out for a bike ride, you've come home, and there's a car in the garage right where your bike racks are. Now, with SteadyRack, there's no need to move the car. All you do is wheel your bike up on the back wheel, bring it in, and you can load and unload the SteadyRack at any angle. It doesn't have to be at right angles to the wall. Engage the rack and drop it up in. And if I want to take a bike out now, I don't need to move the car. I just simply push this bike out of the way, pull this bike out a little using the pivot action, and I just gently and easily unload it. One of the features of the SteadyRack is that the bike sits snugly in the rack and there's no metal-to-metal contact at all. Another feature of the SteadyRack design and the pivot is that it's a safer rack, because if you accidentally walk into the rack, it'll bump the bike away. The rack is designed to collapse, so when you're using it, you pull it down. When you're finished with it, you can simply fold it up. As well as all the practical and functional features of the SteadyRack, one of the things we noticed with the conventional hooks is that they don't look that attractive. So we set about to make SteadyRack not only practical and functional, but a great looking rack. Included in your SteadyRack kit is a plastic rest. The rest is designed so that when you're parking your bike and pivoting it, all you do is place the rear wheel either side of the rest and pivot it to the side. What this does is it effectively keeps the bike in a vertical alignment and allows you to overlap your bikes, and there's no risk of the bikes swinging around and contacting each other.